So he probably owns a NHL record that will never be broken. Named a player that's first name has been misspelled by more journalists from the start to the end of his career. Well, this guy shouldn't be judged on the spelling of his first name. A very solid and rugged defenseman. We're going to talk about Poul Popiel. Now, Poul Popiel has a distinct honor to be the first Danish-born player in NHL history. No, he was born in Charlested, Denmark, February 28, 1943. His family moved to Canada in 1951 when he was a child, and he later moved to the States where he acquired American citizenship before making his NHL debut. Now, he played numerous campaigns in Major Pro with Boston, LA, Detroit, Vancouver, Houston Aeros, and the Edmonton Oilers. And he also served as head coach in the minor leagues. Now, following a brief 12 games in the IHL with the Muskegon Mohawks, he decided to give up playing hockey and started coaching it. He retired and became the head coach of that squad. Now, Popiel and Gary Peters were then co-winners of the inaugural Ken McKenzie Trophy as the CPHL Rookies of the Year in '64 when he started his career. Now, his younger brother, Jan Popiel, is also a former professional hockey player. Now, his career came to major prominence on the amateur level with the St. Catharines TPs of the OHA Junior League, where he put up some decent numbers as a kind of a stay-at-home defenseman. 5'10", 176, your typical medium-sized defender at the time. Now, his last year with the St. Catharines TPs and the St. Catharines Blackhawks franchise, he had 34 points in 50 regular season games, St. Catharines in 63, before finding himself in the minors with Buffalo in the AHL for 2 games and the end of the season. Now, in 64, he played with the Braves of the CPHL out of St. Louis and the Bisons of the AHL, back to the Bisons in 65, then with the Hershey Bears in 66, where he got his first NHL call-up with 3 games with the Bruins. 67, full season with Hershey. 68, he split time with the LA Kings, where he played 1 game. In Springfield, we played 72. 69, he eventually started the Springfield program, but was sent over to Detroit, where he had his rookie campaign. He had 15 points. 1970, back to the minors with Cleveland, but again, another kind of half season with Detroit, where he scored 4 assists. Now, when Vancouver came in, they relied on him to be the veteran of their defense, and he put up some great numbers in their first season with 32 points, including 10 goals in 78 games. But for some reason, 72, he was sent back to Rochester, and a lot of people believed that when the WHA was coming in, he was going to jump, and that's what he did. And he was a big part of the Houston Aeros program for a number of years, and a lot of people considered him the Aeros' best defenseman before the Howe showed up. His best campaign was his first with Houston, where he had 64 points in the regular season, 73 games, including 16 goals and 11 points in the playoffs. He also excelled in the 77 season with 68 points, including 12 goals in 80 games. Like he would rarely lose a contest to injury. He was very, very reliable. 78, he found himself out of the WHA, and he went over to the Austrian league to play with Innsbrucker EV. 79-80, he came back to the NHL with the Edmonton Oilers, where he played 10 games, and also he played with the Houston Apollos that year. Now, 82 again, he made that comeback with Muskegon, but eventually retired and joined them as head coach. Now, NHL totals: 54 points in 224 games, including 13 goals. WHA, 327 points, including 62 goals in 467 games. And the IHL, 158 points in 299 games. So you look at the major minor pro numbers, more than 1,000 games, very, very respectable career. And in Houston, everybody remembers him as the Danish Prince. He was called many times that in the media, and he was also called the the king of the Houston defense. That was another line I saw in the old Hockey News. And I'm still kind of surprised he was never selected for Summit 74. I'd like to see the reason why for that. Anyway, so thanks for listening. If you like what we're doing here, give us a like, comment, or subscribe. Requests are also taken. And like we say in the North Shore of New Brunswick, keep your stick in the ice. Bye.